What's happening, party people? This is your daily morning motivational message. Because we do motivation every day, like we do our personal hygiene, you want to keep up with the upkeep of your mindset, the same way you do of your physical body, your appearance, the way you smell, the way you look, and that affects the way you feel. Well, guess what? Your mindset is just as and even more powerful of an impact on how you're moving through life. And sometimes we get very good with masking ourselves with cologne and makeup and eyelashes and nails and hair and suits and ties and nice shoes and fancy belts and jewelry. We do all of these things to appear that we are feeling great when internally we're a hot mess. And I would much rather see somebody walking around in sweats and a t-shirt, but they are absolutely shining like new money internally. Their mindset is rock solid. Their intentions are clear. Their goals and dreams have a clear, concise mental picture, and they're getting after it. That's what I'm talking about. So that's why we do this every day, Monday through Friday, daily morning motivational message. And so I want to talk to you about your self-talk, your inner conversation. What you think about, you bring about. What you focus on the longest becomes the strongest. And life is a fight for territory. As soon as you stop fighting for what you don't want will automatically take over. And it's constant. It is unrelenting because life is unrelenting. And there are going to be things, ladies and gentlemen, that are going to test you to see if they can take you out. Murphy's Law, right? Murphy, what's the worst thing that can happen at the worst possible time? So Murphy's Law, we can anticipate because no one can escape that. We're all subject to it in some way, shape, or form. The question is, how do we respond when Murphy shows up? When someone dies unexpectedly, it's tragic. It's very, very difficult. And we still have to weather that storm and continue to press forward. I've seen people paralyzed by grief. I've seen people retreat into the dark recesses of the corners of their bedroom and not come out for months as a result. Someone goes through a divorce. Very, very difficult, because that's worse than death for some, because they have to live in the reality of that person moving on. And so you have to understand that these things are going to take place. They're going to happen. The question is how you're going to respond to it. And what is the conversation that you're having with yourself about yourself in the midst of trial and tribulation? People lose their jobs unexpectedly. And they thought, man, I knew I was going to retire from this place. I put in 15 years and now it's gone. I have a severance package, but that's not going to be enough. I'm going to have to start all over again. And so that person has to hit the reset button, excuse me, and not fall down the toilet bowl flush, the traps of the mind. See, your mind knows you better than anything or anyone else. No one can trip you up the way your mind can't. Your mind can't. Your mind looks for ways to escape. It's looking for the escape hatch. It's looking for the excuse. It's looking for the story, the well-crafted story that can justify while you're marinating in your misery, so you can feel good about not doing nothing. Your mind wants to find the easiest path, the path of least resistance, and you have to decide. My mind is not in charge of me. I am in charge of it. And once you understand that, you can start to take control of your life. You take 100% responsibility for your life, the choices that you make, the direction that you're going in, and you understand the serenity prayer, the wisdom to control the things that I can, to recognize those things that I have no control over, and then knowing the difference. And so now I can put my energy, time, and attention on those things that I can constructively move forward in and with. But life is going to life. I want you to think about your inner conversation. So often we get caught up in our thought process, our thought tracks, and we end up having 10 parts of thought for every one part of action. And so we're not doing a whole lot. There's paralysis of analysis. I want to challenge you to get out of your mind and get into your greatness. Allow action to be your language. Allow action to be your thought pattern. Allow action to be the determining factor in the quality of your day. 10 parts action for every 1 part thought. You're going to muck it up. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fall on your face, but you fail forward. You just keep moving forward, keep learning, course correcting along the way. And then how you're talking to yourself about you, your self-explanatory style. Most people's internal conversation is negative. It's so easy to go down the toilet bowl flush because toxicity and negativity are all around us. It's most readily and easily available. You can pick up your phone at any time and be massively distracted. You can walk out the door at any point in time and bump up against mediocrity. You can turn on the idiot box, the electronic income reducer, and fall into the vortex of wasting your time and therefore wasting your life. Or you can focus on your inner conversation. You can elevate your thought process. You can hold yourself to a higher standard of accountability. And you can start focusing on what can I do in this moment to move my life forward. Why am I giving my time, energy, and attention to things that are not useful? Why am I putting my time, energy, and attention into people that ain't thinking about me at all? Why am I giving myself over to a process that is indifferent to my existence? Why am I exhausting myself and my resources in things that I'm not getting any type of return on? Your greatest ROI, return on investment, is investing in yourself, in your growth, in your learning, in your self-discipline, doing the daily disciplines that reap multiple rewards. I want to encourage your self-talk. I want to challenge your self-talk to keep leveling up, to keep elevating how you talk to you, especially when things are difficult, especially when the storms of life hit, especially when nothing seems to be going your way. How are you going to talk yourself through those moments? Because all of us experience them. It's just that some of us choose a different response than others. And that's the power of choice. Are you going to be in control of your mind, or is your mind going to be in control of you? The choice is yours. Make a better decision for your life. Make a better decision for the revelation and the realization of your goals and dreams. Make a better decision to not get stuck in paralysis of analysis and overthinking. Get into action. For every 1 part thought, take 10 parts action. 1 part thought, 10 parts action. And watch how you begin to develop and re-engage your instincts, re-engage your ability to just do it now, re-engage the deconstruction of procrastination, because procrastination is the assassination of all hopes, dreams, and ambition. Get out of the procrastination, get into action, and watch how you begin to unfold. Watch the new version of you that comes forth. Inner conversation, ladies and gentlemen, keep leveling it up, because life's going to hit you. Things are going to be challenging, but you have to keep moving forward and you have to keep elevating. If you got some value, please like and subscribe. Go ahead and pass this video on because it's a blessing to be a blessing. Happy Wedding Wednesday. We'll see you in the morning.